Representatives. I love you coming on here because you're the first person to criticize Republicans in the House of Representatives. But right now, let's focus all of our ire on the abuse of power that we're seeing from the Democrats and the majority of the House. You're in the Judiciary Committee, right? Congressman,
Correct.
My understanding was that it was your chairman, Mr. Nadler, who started this impeachment inquiry, and now you're not allowed to attend any of these closed-door hearings?
Yeah, that's what we're hearing. That's what we're being told. No, we're all going, look, since historically, and I know not everybody cares about history, but the Judiciary Committee of the House of Representatives was created in 1813. Since then, there has never been an impeachment even begun, even pursued at all, even if it didn't come to full fruition. It starts and goes through the Judiciary Committee. Now, in 1868, with Andrew Johnson, it started with the Judiciary Committee and then a committee called the Reconstruction Committee that added in for Johnson, picked it up after them. But it's always gone through the Judiciary Committee. So we're wondering, well, why are they not having any more? We had the Mueller hearing. We had John Dean circus. Wow, and he's quite good at lying with a straight face. And we've had the Strzok and Page and all this stuff going on. So what's the deal? Why are we not continuing to be, as the precedent requires, going through Judiciary Committee? And what we're hearing is that the powers that be in the Democratic Party are not happy with how the Democrats looked and their evidence looked after the judiciary hearings. We've got some very good lawyers who've tried a lot of cases that are on the Republican side of the Judiciary Committee, and there was a lot of good questioning going on. So apparently, since this is all about, it's not about removing Trump, it's about defeating him in 2020.
Yeah.
Because we know that, because if it were really about impeachment, then they would never have dropped the Russia garbage. They would still be saying Russia, Russia, Russia. They're still saying impeachment, impeachment, impeachment. But when the Mueller report didn't work out like they thought, and none of this stuff has worked out, then everything now is focused on a telephone call in the last couple of months. Wait, I thought this guy needed to be removed from office, 2.5, 3 years
ago.
Right,
because of things he did then.
That's when the talk started.
Yeah.
So if that's the case, why are we now talking about a phone call in the last couple of months? And now we find out in the last 24 hours, you know what, we're not even going to bring the whistleblower to testify in secret. Well, some of us have been pointing out, and I know you've been pointing out too, this guy has no personal knowledge of anything. And he is the very type of person that in trials we don't allow to come in and testify. He's got nothing but rank hearsay that doesn't meet any of the few exceptions to the hearsay rule. And in fact, we don't even know it was this third, fourth, fifth, sixth hand hearsay. It is so far removed. But that's why we have rules. You can't come into court and testify the kind of hearsay this guy's got. So anyway, they don't even want him cross-examined. And I'll tell you another lie that's being put out there. Oh, gee, we're so concerned about him as a whistleblower, we've got to keep his identity secret so there's no retaliation. No, we pass whistleblower protection laws so that whistleblowers, when they came forward and their identity was known, they could still be protected. If you're going to keep a whistleblower's identity secret, then they don't need any whistleblower protection laws. You just keep them secret and they get to testify, not even in front of the Star Chamber like we have going now with Chairman Schiff, but just before some people in private without anybody there to confront the witnesses against the president, which gets into a little constitutional issue, as you know.
Yeah.
Even the president, it does not give up his Fourth, Fifth, and Sixth Amendment rights when he becomes president. He has a right to confront witnesses against him, to know what the charges are against him, and to be able to call witnesses on his own behalf. And the way they're doing it, it is a mockery. But they've made it clear, though, this is not about impeachment. They're not going to send it to the Senate because they know they lose that. This is about using, and here it is, this is the bottom line, it's about using taxpayer funds in order to try to defeat President Trump. Bottom line. That's why this is going as it is.
So I don't doubt any of that, Congressman Gohmert. Sadly, I've only got a minute left, but let me just understand this. You believe that this is not going to go to the Senate. They're going through this process just to damage the president, make him look bad so that people can say, oh, we went through this impeachment thing. But they're not actually ever going to vote to impeach the president, in your opinion?
That's my opinion. But it's clear they know if they vote to impeach the president with a full vote of the House, it goes to the Senate for trial, and they're going to lose. There's no question they're going to lose there. So they don't want to go repeat 1996 and have, like Bill Clinton, he won the vote in the Senate, so he wasn't removed, and then that allowed him to be reelected. They don't want that to happen. So this is all about using taxpayer funds to try to defeat the president, because they know if it goes to the Senate, they lose. He's not removed. So let's just try to stink up as much as we can, muddy the waters, try to make him look bad. We know he's guilty of something, so we're going to keep casting around, which, by the way, and I know you don't have much time, but it just came out today that they declassified a finding of the FISA court that there were 3.1 million abuses that the FBI had of going through and doing fishing expeditions of American citizens' private emails and phone calls. Holy cow, in 1 year. I mean, that's like over 290 requests a day on American citizens. Yeah. So this is really incredible. We need the numbers from 2016, 15, 14. But the abuse by the FBI under Comey, McCabe, and now Christopher Wray. Christopher Wray's got to go. We have got to demand his removal. This information being released, he's got to go, period.
All right. That's newsmaking right there, and we're going to leave it there, but we're going to pull on that thread a bit, and that'll get some headlines. Representative Louis Gohmert, always good to talk to you, sir. Thanks for joining us.
Always good to talk to you, Larry. Thank you.
FBI Director Christopher Wray has to go in light of the new scandal over these searches over private information and investigative tactics under the Obama administration.